Hey, what's going on, everybody? Like to say hi, say what's happening. Get ready to jump back into the rules book. Everywhere in this book, starting off, it shows you the field diagram for the 11 players, 9 players, and 8 and 6 player football field. It shows you all of that in here. Just go through it, look at it, get an understanding, because a lot of places, they only have 6-player football, 8 players and 9 players. So you have to be aware of the area you in and know what schools have what. So it's a good reminder. Now, majority of like these rural country areas in the states, different states, they only do the 6, 8, and 9 player football. But we have these other states, other schools that have 11 player football. So just keep that in mind. And like I always say, it's good to start off with the youth league. Go out there, understand the game, get in the game, get in the know how the lines line up, know what the linebackers do, know what the linemen do. Because the linemen, they get in there and they can mess you up at times because everything is at the snap. And 99% of the schools in youth league, they're running shotgun. Very, very seldom you may find one team that the quarterback is under the center. So when they get under the center, the coaches, they looked at old school plays and they're trying to revamp them. But just remember that this is your Bible for football. Read this all the way through. It'll help you out real good, especially when you're first starting out. And like I told you before, it's always good to find a camp to go to. Now, if you're liking the videos that I'm making, just give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and push me along, help me out. There's always something that I'm going to teach you to further you, to get you to the next level. Now, I was talking about when you're doing 11 players in high school, that you should always be on a 7-man crew. Your association, they should have plenty enough people to where it is that they can have you on a crew. And when you're in a crew, you're with that 7 people, or as you being you're with other 6 people throughout your season. That way, you know what your white hat likes. Your white hat know where you like to position yourself at. Your white hat is going to teach you, help you, mentor you. And at the same time, you should always have a mentor that's going to come to your games, help you out, look at you, and keep you to where it is you can move on to the next level. Now, when you're doing youth league games, if you with an association, they should always have a mentor for you to where it is that keep you lining up right, keep you on how to move up and down the field, let you know, hey, when to you throw your flag, when not to throw your flag. Because you got to remember, if you're a line judge or on the other side, you do not go on the other side into that man's pond to throw a flag. The center, everything from the center, you measure it from the center, no matter where the ball is, in the middle of the field, on the other side of the field, or close to you. The center to you, that's your pond. From the center to the other side, That's the other man's pond. You don't throw your flag for holding way over there. That's what they got that man for. You have to trust him that he's going to throw his flag. Plus, you don't want a ball hog. Don't be looking at the ball when it's going on the opposite side. Because if you're looking at the ball going on the opposite side, you can have two guys over here fighting and you're going to miss it. Then next thing you know, coach is going to be all in your ear. Well, how you missed that? Why ain't you see that? So just remember, don't go fishing in the other man's pond, and don't be looking at the ball when it's running on the other side of the field. Yeah, you can kind of keep a nice peripheral because you never know when the runner might cut back to your side of the field. So you always got to be aware and never go on the field until the play is dead. Like I said, you go on the field, the runner cuts back, opposite side to you, then you caught up right there in the middle. You never know. You might get trampled on. You trying to back up, you might slip on something. So you never want to ball hog and you never want to fish in the other man's pond. So, with that said, you doing a 7-man, you're going to have a guy on the other side of you. So you always got to keep that cushion. Don't never run into him, and he'll never run into you. So the ball is on your side. Hey, your man over here, he's going to be leading. He's going to be looking at all of the blockers in the front. You're going to be trailing the runner to watch things that's happening behind him. But at the same time, you got to keep your eye sliding down to know where to mark the ball. It gets kind of difficult, but like I say, once you start off in youth league, you get the understanding of where you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to be positioned at. It's a good thing. Just remember, you out there on that field, you're learning, you want to keep wisdom, and make sure that you pay attention because you never know who is watching you. You never know who's in the stands that might say, oh, I'm an official. Let me watch the officials. Let me see what they got to offer. That's why it's good to have a 7-man crew, because if you go out there with a 5-man crew, you're going to have the official up in the stand scratching his head, trying to figure out, well, who got who? Who's doing what? So you never want to go out there looking like the 5 Stooges. Never. That's why I always said, if you're in high school and you have a 5-man crew, hey, go to the next area the way they may be running a 7-man crew. Like I said, your association. I was in an association that had 350 people, guys, that were officials. We always had 7-man crew. We always went to different areas to referee games. And I mean, we were in a big area. Let me go ahead and say it. I was in Maryland, but we traveled all over and even into DC. And I mean, we did a lot of private schools. We did a lot of regular schools. So when I was there, we had 350 guys in our association. And the thing about it, our commissioner, he told us that we could not do youth league football. Leave that youth league football to the rookies, first year, second year officials. He said, you're here to move to the next level. You want to go to the next level. And yeah, we had quite a few college referees on our association. So it was good. It was real good. Because we was out there learning, and we was out there having fun, and learning is the key. That way you go out there and you master that position. Then that way you can move around, do other positions. So once again, I want y'all to take something from your book, read it. I'll go through it, and let you understand the different things that is very vital to the game of football, and just understand the position that you want to be in. Now, granted, you could be on the wing, you could be downfield, or you could be an umpire. Now, being an umpire, hey, you got to keep your head on a swivel. You don't want to get blindsided by a lineman that's taking out a linebacker. You never want to get blindsided by a tight end that's going for a pass across the middle. So just remember, the positions that you want to play, you got to uphold that position. Learn the game. Do it for about 5, 6, 7 years. As you understand the game, like I said, you could be a wing official. You can move downfield. You could be a back judge. It takes time, but at the same time, you're out there learning and understanding the game. So until next time, I want everybody pick up the book, take time, read about 3 or 4 pages a day, help you right on through. So y'all take care. Have a great one. Peace.